1. Setting: undisclosed location in the 1st century. At Rise, 3 men were very seriously examining the 4th man. Wait, is that a hole in his body? And is the other man placing his finger inside of it? What is going on? And why is it so dark? Everyone has such realistic and serious expressions on their faces. Who painted this? This painting is by Italian artist Michelangelo Caravaggio. It is the story of doubting Thomas, who refused to believe that the resurrected Jesus appeared to the other disciples and needed to see and touch the wounds for himself. Do you see the wrinkled faces of the 3 disciples here? Did you notice that Jesus looks like a normal human being? Compare this to Jesus in Raphael's paintings. Before Caravaggio, paintings of Jesus and the apostles had shining halos above their heads or were being escorted by angels. But Caravaggio's paintings showed the saints as old and dirty. He depicted religious figures as plain, old, ordinary people of his day, meaning he painted the way they actually looked. This style of art is called naturalism. He painted pictures of people so they look real and relatable, and he made his pictures compelling to his audience by painting lots of very dark shadows and very bright lights. Kind of feels like a spotlight shining down, like we're watching a stage play. It's directing us to focus on this specific scene. Caravaggio specialized in dark pictures where the figures emerges, usually picked out by a single focused beam of light. He used said light to tell the audience what he wants to convey. It is an extreme form of chiaroscuro. What is chiaroscuro? The chiaroscuro technique refers to the contrast between light and dark that was often used in Baroque paintings. What is Baroque? Baroque is the period of artistic style that started in 17th century Rome and spread throughout most of Europe. The word Baroque derives from the Portuguese and Spanish words for a large, irregularly shaped pearl or a misshapen, imperfect pearl. Huh? Imperfect pearl? 18th century critics were the first to use that term for the 17th century art style. However, it was not a term of praise. Those critics favored the restraint and order of neoclassicism, and Baroque appeared bizarre, absurd, even diseased. Let's take a look at these so-called diseased, misshapen pearls. Italian Baroque art doesn't seem any different from Renaissance paintings. Religious themes seem a bit more popular and the colors look richer and darker. However, the biggest differences between Baroque and Renaissance styles were exaggerated movement, theatrical details for drama and emotion, and grandeur in sculpture, painting, architecture, literature, dance, and music. So artists like Caravaggio leveraged the chiaroscuro technique to produce powerful and dramatic realism in their paintings. In fact, he is commonly considered the first great representative of the Baroque school. As a young artist, Michelangelo Medici da Caravaggio painted small, still life paintings of fruits and flowers and portraits of boys who were sometimes dressed to look like figures from ancient myths like Bacchus. Caravaggio's talent soon got the attention of a wealthy and powerful patron, Cardinal Francesco Maria del Monte, and he began painting large religious pictures in Rome. At the time, huge churches and palaces were being built and needed paintings to hang on their walls. The Counter-Reformation Catholic Church needed beautiful art about God. What is Counter-Reformation? Unlike the Protestants who focused on faith and God's grace for creating a relationship with God, the Catholic Church shifted its focus toward a personal, bodily, and emotional relationship with God. The development of the Baroque style is closely linked with the Catholic Church. At the Council of Trent, the Catholic Church decided that art should have religious themes and invoke emotional involvement. They wanted art to have more dramatic, dynamic, motion, and bold realism to give viewers the impression they were witnessing an actual event. See, the Catholic Church needed a new type of art because mannerism had been the most popular art for around 100 years and had become somewhat boring. Caravaggio's paintings were new and different from mannerism. In 1599, Caravaggio was commissioned to decorate the Cantarelli Chapel in the Church of San Luigi de' Francesi in Rome. The 26-year-old painter created 3 large paintings depicting separate scenes of St. Matthew's life: the inspiration of St. Matthew, the calling of St. Matthew, and the martyrdom of St. Matthew. One of the paintings, the calling of St. Matthew, is the story of Jesus calling Matthew to follow him. Scene 2. Setting: a dark room with light coming in from the right. At rise, a group of people gather in a dark room sitting around a table. One young man is counting coins. One old man is watching over the young man counting the money. The rest are looking at 2 people standing at the entrance. The first one standing is Peter. The other standing just behind Peter is Jesus. Matthew is sitting at the table and pointing to himself. Do you see their clothing? Jesus and Peter are wearing their traditional robes, but the others are wearing contemporary Roman clothes of the time when the painting was made. Do you see the lighting? There's a light shining on the group seated at the table. And there's also the light illuminating Jesus' ears and hands. Do you see how Jesus is calling to Matthew? Does it look familiar? Caravaggio painted Jesus' hand to look like Adam's hand in the painting Creation of Adam from the Sistine Chapel ceiling by Michelangelo. Adam gained life through God's hand. Jesus is giving Matthew his life's calling. But these artworks caused great public outcry when they were released to the public. Why? Because of their realistic and dramatic nature. While other people thought that he was the greatest painter of his time, and an opinion shared by art historians today. He not only brought such great drama onto his canvas, he lived it during his short time on Earth. Caravaggio was known for brawling and was arrested many times. But in 1606, he murdered a young man over a gambling debt and fled to Naples to escape the Roman authorities. For the next 4 years, Caravaggio continued painting and evolving his style while making enemies and evading local authorities. This Baroque rock star lived, painted, and died, blending beauty and violence. Thanks for watching. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. Be sure to subscribe to my channel for more videos like this.